Sitting down a long driveway lies this stunning Victorian farmhouse built in the early 1860s. Abandoned 6 years ago, the home sits boarded up and forgotten by the world. A developer purchased a property that consisted of 98 acres in 2018. They submitted a development proposal in 2022 to the town to allow for a new subdivision. It would consist of new roadways, high and medium density housing, as well as single lots. A heritage assessment of the property found that the home has been altered too much from its original state to be listed and protected on Ontario's Heritage Register. Parts of the house still retain their original woodwork, transoms, stained glass, and beautiful floors, while others seem to have been renovated in the 1980s to accommodate apartments. With no heritage status, the developer can demolish the home to make way for their project. All they need now is the town's go-ahead. As sad as it is, we will likely lose this beautiful home in the next few years.
How's it going, Nowhere crew? And welcome back to another adventure. Now today we're revisiting this absolutely stunning Victorian farmhouse that I filmed about 2 years ago. I wanted to come and see how it's faring over the last 2 years. I drive by it fairly often, so I was just curious to see if anything's really changed here. Other than it being overgrown and some graffiti on the outside, the house looks like it's still in pretty good shape. So we're going to quickly walk around it. I'm going to show you the outside, then we're going to get in here and we're going to see if anything's changed and how it's fared over these last 2 years. So without further ado, let's go. All right, guys, so as you can see, the house still stands proud. It's an absolutely gorgeous home. I do believe that there was an extension put on it sometime in its life, probably in like the 70s or 80s. But this is just a beautiful home that unfortunately and somehow does not have heritage status. So this place is fair game to be demolished. Looks like that tree, the tree fell on the house. That's a shame. Just beautiful though. You can just see up there that gorgeous gingerbread decoration on the peaks of the house. Looks like that staircase up to the porch has completely failed, but it's the only way to go up. Such a nice porch. It's a wraparound too. It's just so nice. I love the shutters. I know that they're not real shutters, but I just like them. Then the porch is just overgrown. Now over here, we just have like a little garage. Last time I went into here, there's really nothing in it. So I'm not gonna go back into it a second time. I just wanna acknowledge that it's here. But it's just unbelievable that a house of this like grandeur is just sitting like this abandoned. This definitely could have been, renovated and repurposed, but they just chose to leave it abandoned like that. Like, I think a lot of you could agree that this kind of porch, this wraparound porch, most people would die to have. A little worried because it's so overgrown and it's like really bad, the ticks here in Ontario this year. So I got my socks tucked in, but who knows if that'll help. So this is some of the graffiti I was talking about, just on this back part of the porch here. I honestly don't think that that's really that big of a deal. But you know, it's still there. That's something that has changed. And all through this tall grass, you can see pretty much where the extension started, which I'll show you. So the extension started about here. You can see the line in the brickwork. It may have been extended a couple times. But we have a nice side entrance there. And then we have another back entrance right here. So, yeah, we're gonna head inside, see what's different. All right, guys, so just like the first time we came to this gorgeous, gorgeous home, we're gonna be starting on the side that looks like it was an addition. So last time we came here, all these windows were still intact, I believe. But that's how we came in the first time, I believe. So like I said earlier, this is a 2-year later revisit, and honestly, other than smashed windows, this actually doesn't look like it's in terrible shape. There's obviously more like destruction, like kids have kicked in walls and stuff, but the actual house itself still is in pretty good shape. So this house was rented out as apartments like in 2010. So that's why you see the apartment numbers. Gorgeous wood doors. Bit of mold starting now though. I still think this fireplace is weird. How it's just like in the corner. It's kind of nice though. We have the nice big old mantle. Wonder how long it's been capped off for. Shower hidden behind there. I don't think I noticed that the first time. So right in front of us, obviously we have the kitchen. And then if we look up, just gorgeous, these beams. I still love this look. It's very unique, it's kind of lofty. So that's always cool. This home had gorgeous windows in it, that's for sure. This oven here is probably original from when they made this extension. So what, probably 70s or 80s the extension was added onto this house, realistically. And this is the extension area that we're in. I think they did a pretty good job blending the two together, personally. I guess this is for like cutting boards. Yeah, all the windows have been smashed out. It's a shame because this is a nice house. And if I'm remembering right, I'll have to double check obviously, but I believe the house was built in like 1860's, maybe a bit earlier, maybe a bit later. So much storage. It's a big kitchen. the railing spindle, or like the outside porch spindle holding the window up. Wow, it's a gorgeous door. Look at that stained glass. Wow, look at the ceilings too. That's just beautiful. It's a shame though, because that's just all been kicked in. So that leads up to the extension. Where does this go? It's just like a coat closet, I guess. Because that would have been the side entrance away from the main house, at least one of them, for whoever was renting. Wow, that's very decayed now. I don't think it was peeling apart like this last time. Oh, it's flooded now, the basement too. Jeez. I don't think it was last time. It might have been though. Actually, now that I'm thinking back to it, I believe it was flooded the first time, but it's interesting that they use just like proper wooden logs instead of like a cut 2x4 style. Well, I don't got boots, so we're not going down. Oh god, we're not going down there. Almost fell. I do love all this wooden trim though. Just gorgeous. Okay. So to get to the other side of the house, you have to go through the upstairs, which is interesting. So last time I asked you guys what you thought this space up here in this little loft area would have been used for. A lot of you guys said probably a library, which makes a lot of sense. I really do love this this upstairs area. I love being able to see the beams from up here, see right down into the kitchen. It's very, very cool. It's very nice railing too. Just beautiful spindles. Okay. Interesting that this has a lock. So this would have been one of the bedrooms. I believe this was still an extension at this point. Because like the ceilings are nicer, everything's just more modern down this area than the rest of the house. It's cool, we got a clawfoot tub. Seems kind of weird though, like the tub being right here. Like why is it painted green? It's a weird spot for the mirror too. Gorgeous flooring though. No questioning that. It's a big room though. This is a big house. Geez, somebody busted through that like SWAT. It's unfortunate. This is where the original part of the house, I believe, begins. We even got the transom still. It's frosted with a design, which is cool. But immediately once you get into here, this starts to feel like the 1800s house. You can just tell by that railing. but much nicer spindles. Obviously the wallpaper was changed. There's no questioning that, but yeah, we have our open transom above the door right there. And just look at that border trim. Absolutely gorgeous. It's just crazy to me that this house is not on the heritage list, so they have the complete right to knock it down. It's cool wallpaper too, man. It's a shame though, that was a nice door that they just like kicked off the hinge. Wow, look at how like ornate that is. Does this actually work? Does the transom thing work, or is it just so stuck? Yeah, it's just stuck. But that would have let you open and close the transom to let the air through. No ceiling lights, but we got the wall sconce lights. It's a very low railing too. It's not even up to my waist, and I'm not that tall. Okay, so this was probably like the master bedroom back in the day. We again have the transom opener, handle for it. It is a shame that they painted some of these doors. Like this is the original nice color to it. You can see they painted it white. Yeah, it's a big room though. Probably original floors. This would let in so much like gorgeous natural light. Okay. It's cool privacy glass. I would assume that the washroom has been updated at some point. Oh wow, we got another clawfoot tub. This is just a mess going on here with the curtain rod and the faucets and stuff. Interesting, the tube. Not a bad bathroom though, that's for sure. And I believe this is the last big bedroom up at the upstairs here. These windows are very low. Something I've noticed walking around. Same with this like border trim. Everything's really low in this room. Oh good, that goes to the attic. I'm not going there. That trim running around the bedroom on the like the base trim, it's so nice. Okay, so that is the upstairs of both sides of the house. We've done the downstairs of the other newer spot, but now we're gonna check out the original side of the house, what they would have, originally had here. Wow. Look at how beautiful this is. Wow, look at that door. That is beautiful. They probably took it off because they were gonna save it, but it's just sitting in here. It's nice to see it hasn't been smashed up over the years. Because, look at the other area here. Look at how bad that is. There's tall ceilings too. It's probably 15-foot ceilings. Nice wooden floors. All the trims around these windows are just beautiful. So I'm assuming this would have been your front foyer back in the day. This has been the first thing you see. Obviously we got ourselves a thick banister. I think we'll go to the right first. Banister is getting pretty moldy now though, fortunately. Look at how high up that transom is. I guess it makes sense though, because all the hot air would have risen back in the day, so you want to get it as far away as you can. This was probably the grand room back in the day. I bet there was a big old carpet here. Wow, look at that matching stained glass from the door. It's like a bird in the middle of it. That's very cool. You don't see that kind of detail anymore in houses. This also would have been an absolutely huge window. It's a shame that somebody just tossed a rock through it, but wow. I just can't get over the scale of this room. It's absolutely massive. It's hard to convey it on video, but it's 15, 20 foot ceilings. Okay, so this looks like a kitchen. We once again have that gorgeous ceiling. I don't know what the type of wood is, but it's very nice. Well, that's weird. Boarded off from the rest of the house. That might have been because of the rentals. Not a bad kitchen, but this does feel like it's an afterthought almost. That is a big ass lamp. It's just a piece of wood with a wire and a bulb screwed into it, basically. That's funny. Okay, so obviously you can't access the other side from there. So we're gonna go back to the front foyer here. Go from the other way. Wow, that door got kicked into so hard the transom at the top cracked. Jeez. So aggressive for no reason. Wait, what? We have another kitchen. Okay, yeah, they definitely put these in for the renters. There's no way. I just saw on the floor there's a 2016 census reminder, so I guess they were still living here in 2016. Yeah, that was clearly supposed to be completely capped off at one point. So this was definitely one of the rentals, this side of the house. So I would guess back here then is like a little room, maybe a bedroom. Yeah, this was the bedroom for them. I love like the look of these old vent covers versus what we get now. That's just so much prettier. Yeah, so this was probably a closet at one point, now it's a bathroom. Like kind of a crudely done bathroom. This is why it can't be a heritage property, because they've modified it so much to this extent that they consider that the heritage value has been lost, which I'd argue it hasn't, but it's not my say. But yeah, that was definitely just a closet at one point. Like, there's no way. Okay, so what's over here? That's pretty nice. It's like a study. That's what it looks like. That leads outside. You can see how overgrown this property is, like we showed at the starting. With these doors open, I'm surprised it's not like moldy in this place. It's a nice room. This definitely has been replaced. It's definitely like a linoleum floor, like a vinyl floor. But I mean, you can see how the walls were built. Was it lath and plaster? I believe that's what the style's called. This would be super cool if these were original built-ins. Yeah, there you go. There's your vinyl flooring right there. But yeah, that'd be super cool if this was an original built-in from the 1800s. It's possible, but I feel like it's unlikely. And this leads outside as well. You can see there's a few different entranceways into the house. Is that the entire house? It might be. It kind of feels smaller because it's split up like it is. But yeah, I think that's the whole house. I don't think you can get to the basement anywhere else, and it's flooded anyways. So I think that's gonna wrap it up, guys. All right, Nowhere crew, I really hope you enjoyed this revisit of this absolutely stunning Victorian home. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and tell me what you thought of this place. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Now I gotta go because I am getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, so I'm out and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.